In a quiet neighborhood of Rosario, Argentina, on June 24, 1987, a boy was born who would one day become the heartbeat of world football. His name? Lionel Andres Messi. From his earliest days, Leo showed a love for the game that was pure and relentless. He wasn't like other kids. He didn't just play with the ball, he lived with it. Morning to night, barefoot on dusty streets, weaving between his cousins like a dancer on grass. People began to notice. There was something different about him, something magical. But as his talent bloomed, something else began to fade. His growth. At the age of 9, Messi was diagnosed with growth hormone deficiency, a condition that meant his body wouldn't develop normally. Doctors said without expensive treatment, he would remain small and frail. The dream he clung to so tightly, of playing for Argentina, of wearing the number 10 jersey, seemed to slip further away. The treatment cost over $1,000 a month. His father, Jorge, worked at a steel factory. His mother, Celia, was a cleaner. They did everything they could, but the burden was too much. Local clubs admired his talent but backed away once they heard about the condition. Even River Plate, one of Argentina's top clubs, praised his ability but refused to pay for his treatment. And then came a lifeline. FC Barcelona had heard whispers of a small boy with outrageous talent. They invited Leo to Spain for a trial. He was just 13 years old, silent and shy, crossing an ocean with hope in his heart and fear in his eyes. When he stepped on the pitch in Barcelona, the scouts didn't just see a good player, they saw something extraordinary. Still, negotiations stalled. Months passed without a contract. And then, in a moment that would become legend, Barcelona's sporting director Carlos Rexach signed Messi's first contract on a paper napkin. That napkin changed football history forever. In Spain, Leo began to grow, not just in height, but in courage, strength, and skill. He trained like his life depended on it. He barely spoke. He let his feet do the talking, and they spoke poetry. At 17, Messi made his debut for Barcelona's first team. The world didn't know it yet, but a new era had begun. Wearing the iconic blue and red, he scored his first goal, chipping the goalkeeper with the same calm he had on the streets of Rosario. Soon he was playing alongside legends like Ronaldinho, Eto'o, and Xavi. But he wasn't in their shadow. He was becoming the sun. In 2009, under manager Pep Guardiola, Messi reached a new level. That year, Barcelona won the treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey, and Champions League. Messi was the spearhead. The little boy they called too small was now the biggest name in football. But with greatness came expectations. While he conquered Europe with Barcelona, his heart still longed for glory with Argentina. Every time he wore the national shirt, it came with the weight of Maradona's legacy. The comparisons were endless. The pressure was unbearable. In 2014, he carried Argentina to the World Cup final in Brazil. The dream was within reach. One match, one moment. But in extra time, Germany scored. Messi walked past the World Cup trophy inches away but miles apart from destiny. The pain was too much. Then came the Copa America finals. 3 of them. 3 defeats. Each one deeper than the last. After the 2016 final, Messi broke. With tears in his eyes, he announced he was retiring from international football. Argentina wept with him. For the first time, it felt like football had failed him. But his story wasn't over. A nation begged him to return. He did, quietly, without drama, just like he always had. Then came 2021. It was the Copa America again, the same tournament that had broken his heart. But this time, something had changed. Messi wasn't just the captain. He was the soul of the team. He scored goals, created chances, lifted spirits. In the final, against Brazil, in the Maracana Stadium, Argentina held on to a 1-0 lead. When the whistle blew, Messi collapsed to the ground. This time, it was not heartbreak. It was joy, unfiltered and raw. His teammates lifted him. The world watched in awe. At last, Leo had done it. An international trophy with Argentina. Redemption, salvation. But destiny wasn't done with him yet. In 2022, in what many thought would be his last World Cup, Messi led Argentina once more. At 35, he wasn't just playing, he was dancing with the ball, like he had when he was 5. Goal after goal, game after game. From Mexico to Croatia to the epic final against France, it was a match for the ages. Argentina led, France came back, extra time, drama, penalties, and then history. Lionel Messi, at long last, lifted the FIFA World Cup. Tears streamed down his face. This wasn't just a trophy. It was the final piece of the puzzle, the answer to every doubt, every scar, every tear he had shed over 2 decades, from the boy who couldn't grow to the man who never stopped rising, from the kid on the streets of Rosario to the king of Qatar. He had nothing left to prove, but he gave us everything. Today, Lionel Messi is more than a footballer. He's a symbol of humility and greatness, of strength in silence, of dreams in motion. He broke records. He won Ballon d'Ors, more than anyone in history. He won every trophy there is, and he did it all without arrogance, without scandal, without forgetting who he was. Even after leaving Barcelona, even after joining PSG and later Inter Miami, his magic remained. The shirts changed, the leagues changed, but the soul, that never changed. He's not just the GOAT because of numbers. He's the GOAT because of heart. He inspired millions of children who were told they were too small, too weak, too late. He showed the world that giants come in all sizes, and that sometimes the smallest flame burns the brightest. Like, comment, and subscribe if this story moved you. Share it with a Messi fan. Because legends live forever, not in stadiums, but in stories.